Hello, I'm Suzanne from Making It in Maine, the beautiful state of Maine. I'm back in my sewing room today with my unfinished floor. In a recent video, I was going to show you a quilt that used some of the fabric that I was showing you. And so I'm going to show you some other unfinished quilts as well. Some just need to be quilted. They're all pieced. They just need to be quilted. And that's something that I really get hung up on because I'm never quite sure how to quilt them. What's the best way? What's going to make them look the nicest? And if you don't hand quilt them, you have to machine quilt them, and my sewing machine currently misbehaves, and I need to get it looked at. And it costs money to take them to a long armor and a long arm quilter, and I have one there right now actually. But it costs money, and taking small things there doesn't make sense. So I think I'm kind of waiting until I either get my current sewing machine issue resolved or get another sewing machine. Anyway, in the recent video that I showed you, this fabric designer artist that I love so much, well, here's something else I have with her image. Though I feel like this has a different name. This has a different name than the fabric designer. But don't they look very similar? Like, don't they look like they could be designed by the same person? I don't know. I bought this because I love her, but also because I am a big proponent of gratitude, expressing your gratitude, either in a journal and out loud, expressing your gratitude to people. All right, on we go with my unfinished project parade. I just have to go over here and grab a bag that has the quilt that I initially was going to show you in a recent video. It was using some of this fabric, and I think I remember the name of the fabric line. I think it was called Hello Luscious. So let me dig out Hello Luscious. I love it. I should probably try to tack it up on that wall, on my design wall, which is why I brought the design wall over there, but I'm not sure that I'm going to tack it up. So here it is. I think I better grab some pins. Some of it's going to have to drag on the floor because I'm short and I don't have a stool up here right now. So some of it will drag on the floor. Okay, there it is. What do you think? Do you like it? I love it. I love the grunge green with the aqua. A lot of threads on there. If I do have a long arm quilter quilted, I will need to go on a thread search So anyway, there it is. Too bad I didn't have the book handy that it came from. But there it is. If you wanted to know, you could ask me in the comments, and I would dig it up and find it for you. Find out the name of it for you. Shall we go a little closer so you can see some of the fabrics up closer? They're so pretty. I really like that one. All right. Not going to spend too much time there because there's so many other unfinished things to show you. All right. So let me take that one down. Pins. Where are the pins? Right there. Okie dokie. I'm going to have a lot to refold when this is over. Okay, this was a jelly roll quilt. I had never done a jelly roll quilt before and thought I wanted to give it a try. So I bought this super bright lobstery fabric. Lobsters and clams, and that's what Maine is noted for. One of the things anyway is lobster. So there's that one. Very bright. Good for a picnic quilt, I'd say. Yeah. I have some issues with it. Like, I think I actually ripped some apart and relocated because right here, for instance, I do not like those two together. They're the same print, just different colors, but I just don't like them together. So there's that. Let's see. I found this fabric to use as a border. I have backing fabric and other that goes with it in the other room, but I don't need to drag that out right now. All right, let's change that one. I have in mind to give that to my nephew and niece if I ever get it done, because they live in Southwest Harbor. Very coastal, very beautiful. Having some afternoon coffee. Not having afternoon delight, just afternoon coffee. Do you know that song, Afternoon Delight? I don't know, from the 70s or something. No, maybe, yeah, 70s. Okay, this one, this quilt, I actually have all pinned, ready for some kind of quilting. See these cool little things? I forget who mentioned those. I can't think of the quilter's name, but anyway, you sort of bend a pin and push these little silicone things on. They're kind of cool. All right, so let me open. This one has minky on the back of it. Blue minky fabric. This is for a kiddo. Let's see if I can hold this up without pinning. I think this was called a skip quilt. See that? Oh, can you see it? Yeah. So, yeah. Peekaboo, peekaboo. So that has some super cute fabric. This fabric is by a a designer that I really love. Anili. Let me get. Oh, where is her book? I'll get this little thingy that was hers. Yeah, I never know how to pronounce her name. So this is pop-up boxes you can cut out, punch out, and turn into little boxes. And actually, I have one here with some stuff in it. So I've got a little bag of more of them put together in my closet. But so yeah, you pop them out and put them together like that. Kind of cute for a small gift for somebody. Okay. So her name is Anila Hoy. I don't know. How do you pronounce it? I love her fabric. I have a lot of it. I have a stitchery book of hers too. It should be back here on my shelf, but I am not. Here it is. Here it is. Little stitches. Super, super cute drawings. Oh, I just love her stuff. Look at that embroidery. Look at that embroidery. That's stitchery. So sweet. Super, super sweet. Just love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, this one's cute. Little girl with a hobby horse. Oh, so cute. And there's a picture of her. Yeah, I love her fabric. Whoopsies. Let me just get this off my faux. Oof, will I knock it down? I don't know. I don't dare. Anyway, the little embroidery bits that I showed you, I have a whole panel of these little cross-stitch images. I'm looking back behind, and there's a girl hula hooping. There's a flower. There's a whole bunch of them. I love hula hoop. I was hula hooping at work the other day, well, after work. And my boss did a little hula hooping, and her grandson did a little hula hooping. Love hula hooping. Since I was just talking about how much I love hula hooping, I've come outside to show you a little bit of hula hooping. Because I still got it. Okay, here we go. Starting slow and speeding up. Oh, that's not fast enough. Here we go. It's good exercise. Faster. Let me walk backwards. That wasn't really. Almost lost it. Okay, let me walk. Oops. Recovery. All right, that's it. Hope you liked my little hula hoop demonstration. Hope you get your hula hooping on. Go get yourself a hula hoop. Although the ones you buy in the store are just cheesy little lightweight things that you can't make go around. Maybe they make stronger ones for adults. This one has water in it. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Hear it? All right. I'm off. Okay, and it's a hula hoop I made. Yeah. All right, moving right along. All right, I guess I just have one more in that bag. This is more Anila fabric. I guess this is another skip quilt. I feel like I know I do. Got another pieced top somewhere else. Here's another one. No, I think this is the one I was thinking of. Yep. Super cute. Look at that girl laying on the ground. Some clothes. Can you see the clothes? Clothes. More clothes. Oh, there's hula hoop girl. There's my hula hooper. Oh, and there's a hula hooper in red. Yeah, super cute. All right, that is it for the contents of that bag. Oh, I've got so much more. So much more. I'm hoping that with this channel, that this is going to be my motivation to get more stuff finished, because I really want to. I don't want to be one of those people who just has so many unfinished things. Oof. All right. This one is very old. This, I guess, would be a table runner. And this is Joe Morton, a Joe Morton pattern and Joe Morton fabric. So, yeah, I forget what that one's called. Maybe it doesn't have a name, I don't know, but I think I would call it Going in Circles with Joe Morton, something like that. Yeah, and there again, it's, how do I quilt it? Do I want to echo quilt these quadrants? And what do I do here? Do I do stitch in the ditch along some of the fans? I just don't know. So that's something I just get hung up on so much of the time. Here's one that I didn't work on for the longest time. And then I got it back out semi-recently to work on it again. And now I've paused yet again. This one needs some pumpkin stems on top of the pumpkins. I can't remember if I have finished all the leaves or not. Maybe I should bring you a little bit closer. I can always back up if I need to. So there's that. I think it's awfully cute. I would like to get that done. Be nice. I don't know, hanging on a door, or I'm not a big decorator for holidays. I decorate for Christmas, but not so much all the other holidays. So there's that, and the cat needs some buttons for eyeballs. There's that. And, these are so old too. So old. All right, these two that I'm going to show you are made with charm packs. And I've always put pretty fabric on the backs of my quilts, wall hangings, but then I thought, why put beautiful? And I got this from a long arm quilter who I've taken quilting classes from, but she just put puts muslin on the back of hers because they're going to be hanging on the wall. Why put beautiful fabric up against the wall that nobody's going to see? It's one thing if it's a lap quilt or something like that that you're going to see both sides, but for just a wall hanging, why bother? So here's this one. This is just a small wall hanging, or it could be a small table topper. It's pretty. I don't use a lot of black fabric in my for some reason, I don't know if this is fig tree fabric or not. I kind of want to say it is, but it may not be. It's pretty though. I like it. I still like it. All right, there's that. Here's another charm square quilt. Don't remember whose fabric this was. Let's see. There's that one. So these would only require simple machine quilting or something. Or I could do big hand stitch quilting on them. There's backing for that, and there again, do I want to use that on the back? I don't know. I've got it there just in case. All right, here is, remember I showed you, I said I had a Christmas stocking pattern over there. Well, I love this. It just needs, I need to quilt this part before I can assemble it. Here's this is a fig tree pattern too. So I need to quilt this before I cut out the stocking shape. So aren't those diamonds lovely? And I love the cream fabric with those sweet flowers. But I just adore the fabric in those diamonds. Ooh la la. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. This kind of diamond is this girl's best friend. Diamonds that you wear on your body, earrings or necklaces or bracelets. I'd rather have fabric or a sewing machine. Just, yeah. Okay, this is, this was going to be, is supposed to be a fabric basket that you can hang over your bicycle handlebars. And I realized, after the fact, that I did the wrong size. It's supposed to be a little bit bigger, I think. And you're supposed to have some appliqued flowers here. And I was thinking I might try to do some ribbon embroidery flowers there. I haven't decided, but that's what I'm hung up on. And the fact that I got the size wrong, I felt so discouraged. Woo-wee. So there's that. My daughter used to have a yellow bicycle. So that's why and I think her bicycle had a name. So that's why I did the bicycle in yellow. And hindsight's 2020. I wish I had done the wheel in gray, just so you don't see yellow bicycle wheels now, do you? All right, there's that. So much. Here's a little teeny tiny. I had started hand quilting this a long time ago when it was coming out crooked, so the perfectionist in me tore it out and wanted to do it again, and I have not. I hope you don't judge me. I hope there's others out there who have a lot of unfinished projects. It's okay. It's okay if I'm the only one, but I know I'm not. this quilt was part of, well, this is called a step down piecing situation, because like this can be pieced, but then you have to sew this only, you can only do partial seams until you get to a certain point. So there's that sweet quilt. It was my first time doing that technique, but I love that. I love this fabric. I'm really drawn to blues and golden colors. Oof, I have some more of this fabric. I have like a fat quarter bundle, I think it is. Let me go show you what I want to make with that. Okay, this was behind my design wall in my shelves in the closet. So here's the fat quarter bundle. What was this called? Oh, persimmon. Persimmon or persimmons. I can't read the whole thing. So anyway, there's the bundle. And this, look at the quilt. See that? Birds and trees. Oh, I love it so much. My feeling when I was buying all this fabric and stuff, I never had money to spend on myself when I was married to my first husband, and my daughter was very young. And then I was a single mama, putting myself through school for 4+ years. Yeah, over 4 years, probably 6 years. I didn't have money to spare then either. And I wasn't introduced to all of this stuff either, but I didn't have money to spend on myself. And so when my daughter turned 18 and moved out on her own, I was teaching at the time, and suddenly I had money to spend on myself. And I worked at the school with a woman who really fired up my creative juices, and that's when I started buying so much fabric and patterns and all that sort of stuff. But my thought was, get it while you can, because, when I'm retired and stuff, my income may be very limited, and I've got a lot of fabric in my stash that I can be creative with. So that's my thought. So, yeah, some women spend lots of money on clothes and purses and shoes and jewelry. I spend the most of my money on healthy food, crafty sort of stuff. Healthy food, crafty stuff. Yeah, health-related stuff and craft-related stuff, because those are my big passions. All right, enough of that. Let's keep going. Love, 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 love this. I have a little thing that hangs down on my sewing machine that a woman made for me. I'm going to run and grab it. Wait right there. So here's what she made me. Sweet, sweet. I just love this fabric. Sweet little pouch. Look at the pins sticking through. It hangs on my sewing machine, and I keep a seam ripper in it, and fabric marking chalk tool, and some little snippy scissors, and I poke pins in there sometimes when I'm pulling them out of whatever I'm sewing. So that's that. And so we met up at the quilt shop that I used to frequent, and we exchanged gifts. Yeah, I don't know the quilt shop owner gave us a gift or not. I can't remember. Isn't that awful? But anyway, I made each of them a gift, and I will show you the one that I made for myself. And here it is. I made each one of them one of these, different fabric, but it has a little button. I'm not going to bother. See the button? I'm not going to button it for you. So it opens up, and it's a little needle case, needle holder, if you will, little sewing thingy. So these unsnap so you can put spools of thread on. And this is a piece of wool that's blanket stitched on. And here's another one that has a couple of little pockets, and I have a little paper ruler in there. And there's 3 different wool circles to put needles in. So yeah, kind of neat. And I mentioned the paper mache boxes that I decoupage over. So here's one of them, and it matches my needle roll, my sewing roll. So yeah, I made that. It has some sewing stuff in it. It's my bobbin holder. Gotta get that out and put it by my sewing machine, or I'll wonder where it is. All right, moving right along. So here's that little beauty. Love it so much. Get it finished, Suzanne. Okay, and I spoke about the purple and green. Let me hold this closer. The purple and green churn dash quilt that I was working on. I think this was part of the Joe Morton club that I used to belong to. Oh, I love purple and green together so much. And churn dash is one of my favorite blocks. And this, ooh la la, this is one of my favorite fabrics. Favorite of all time. So this one I machine quilted, just a simple X. And there's those Joe Morton girls again. Yeah, this is not Joe Morton fabric, so not all of it is Joe Morton fabric. And there's the fabric I'm going to use for the binding. Very pretty. All right. This is another Joe Morton pattern, and this is all of her fabric. Yep. Forget what this one was called, but it's okay. The colors don't make my heart sing, but anyway, the lighting is, it's getting later in the day, so the lighting is not so good in here. Better hurry up and finish. So there's that one. There's the back on that. That was before I thought to myself, why put pretty fabric on the backs of things? Here is another Joe Morton pattern. This one has some needle turn applique. Look at this beauty. Woohoo! How do you like that? Ooh la la. Come a little bit closer. So there's needle turn applique, and ooh, that. Let's see if I can get the light good. That is one of my absolute favorite fabrics too. Actually, that's not Joe Morton fabric. Yeah, not all of this is. It's a Joe Morton pattern, but not all of it is her fabric. So this is Echo quilting around the center applique. Echo quilting simply means that you're following the shape of something else. You're echoing the shape. So there's that one. Here again, I started quilting. Okay, so I made hand quilting. I made an X, and I don't know. I just don't know how I want to quilt it. Ooh, help me. Okay, here is another Joe Morton from the Joe Morton Club. That's her fabric and her pattern. Would it look better that way or this way? I think the logs need to be on the bottom. Okay, so there's that. I think these colors are quite pretty together. They don't really go with anything in my house because this is a very deep plum color. Very deep plum. I think it's pretty though. And this is, I had some leftover, so I made this small one. I like that too. What do you think? Okay, so that's those, and I think we're kind of getting down to the bottom. Here's another Joe Morton from the club, Joe Morton Club. This is hand applique with a pieced border, sawtooth border. This hung just as it is on my basement door in my downstairs hallway for years and years. Yep, that's needle turn applique. So pretty, eh? What do you think? I love it. Still love it. Okay, what else? That's just some large piece of backing fabric for something. And then I have this. This has some churn dash on it. I think this was a maybe a charm pack quilt also. Love churn dash. When I have this up in front of the window, let me do it for you. Let me just do it for you. It looks like stained glass. Maybe I will pin it to the curtain so you can get the full effect. All right, where'd that other pin go? Okay, right there. Oops, that's coming down. All right, hold on. Let me get it pinned up before I show you. All right. Let me show you. There. Doesn't that look like stained glass? So I'm thinking that I don't know if just a piece of muslin on the back of that, if it would still look like stained glass or not. Let's see. Just see if I can hold that there. Does it still? Yeah. Basically does, doesn't it? So for that, I may just put a piece of muslin behind there and hang it up like that in front of a window because I think it looks stunning. What do you think? What do you think? Well, my friends, that concludes, I think, all my unfinished projects. I think. there's knitting, unfinished knitting projects, but I think that's it for quilting projects. So I hope you enjoyed that little parade of my unfinished quilting and sewing projects. Please stop back again. I'm Suzanne. I'm making it in Maine. And yeah, from my heart to yours. Have an awesome day. See you soon, I hope.